I know trif Gaming has released his version of Dinomist, but it's not as good as this one. This one is the most consistent it can be, and I'm going to run you through all the combos right now. So, hey guys, Lachlan from the future here. I forgot to intro this video. So, this is the intro, this is the Dinomist deck profile / combo video. You're going to see me again from the future doing the deck profile because I also forgot to do that at the time. But Lachlan from the past is now going to take you through it. So I'll go through the combo now. You'll start off by, setting the Thunder Dragon, which is great ash bait. You can still do full combo if that gets ashed. But for the purpose of this video, we're going to go as if we don't get hand trapped, because I don't see much of the point in playing as if they drew 4 negates against you. Then we're going to activate charge. We'll search out a, what do we want here? We want a low scale level 4. So we'll take Stegosaur. The reason why we want a low scale level 4 is because while we've got this to be low scale, if something, basically it's a rarity to draw this, so you're always going to want to even out a bit here. So now we activate this, use its effect, discarding this to, I've actually kind of bricked here because I can't get Electromite out before using this guy's effect, but I should still be able to do full combo. Normal summon this one. When this one's summoned, you get an extra normal per turn. Yep, so we'll go like this. Then summon out Electromite, then charge will go off. This back, and then Electromite will go off. Sending a level 4. Usually you would send Guitar, but we drew him, so we don't need to. So we'll send a level 4. Alrighty, so now what we can do is activate this in the scale. Some people, in playing this deck, and I have been playing this deck for 2 or 3 months now, some people will let this first thing go off and then wait for the second thing, so you always want to make sure you have the scales right. So we'll get rid of this to just add it back to hand. And then we'll draw. Alright, so that's a fine draw. Put this back in the scale. And then you don't want to scale this up with anything else or else it becomes a scale 4. So from here, we summon out this one and this one. And then we also summon out this one, this one, and this one. Yeah. So then over here, we'll overlay this one on this one, and we'll overlay the third one, summoning out Paradise Smasher. then we'll use his effect, detaching 2, and these will be my rolls, and the second time I roll will be their roll. So I've rolled a 6 and a 2, which is 8. So basically both of their rolls have to be 1. Yeah, so his secondary effect, that 1 becomes a 7, so he has rolled effectively a 12. So Paradise Smasher's effect, attach 2 materials from this card. Each player rolls a 6-sided die twice. The player with the higher total cannot activate monster effects or declare an attack until the end of the next turn. So that's pretty great. So for the rest of the turn, you've sort of turned off... Until the end of their next turn, you've turned off everything, essentially. So now you are free to do pretty much whatever you want on your turn. It usually goes a bit like this, where you'll gear Gigant, and then search out Cyberstein. Then you will send these off for Sayuja with 3. And then you'll use Sayuja's effect to special summon this into defense mode. You will normal summon Cyberstein. Cyberstein effect, pay 5,000. Summon out Exterio. Get rid of this. All these have counters on them. And there you go, that's the combo. You've just turned off monster effects, attacks, and spell and traps for the turn. Basically what they can do here is they can super poly you because you've got the 2 darks here, but it's not actually going to do anything. Because you've still got Exterior on the board, and their monster effects are still turned off and they can't negate anything. So that's one combo. You can also, there are definitely other combos you're capable of. So reset everything. I'll show you again with a different hand. Okay, so this hand's even more nuts. My god. So Rescue Rabbit. Rescue Rabbit's incredible. This is a total brick. You never want to draw this. Drawing Anchor Drill is great. And before the video's over, I'll show you Anchor Drill plays so you can see. So yeah, you do this. Listen, here, if you get ashed, honest, you're done. Like, just don't get ashed there. But you can play it differently. Like, you don't have to do that first. You could normal summon these and then go a different way. This is just super greedy. You wouldn't usually do it this way. So Electromite's draw effect here is actually how we maintain our card advantage for the turn. So we'll send this guy and then put him in the extra deck. So ideally here we're going to want to put him in the scale, pop, and then add back guitar, and then draw one. If this is a Thunder Dragon, it's the best draw you could have. Oh. Oh wow. My god. Oh wow. Yeah, so from here on, you have basically done one of the best possible things. I'll show you a different way, because basically this just makes that board we had before but better. So I'll show you like a different thing you can do with it. So guitar effect. Yeah. I'll show you a different thing. So we already drew this. We don't really need it. Like we don't need the search. So we'll scale this one. We're still gonna want to search something though. Alrighty, so we'll pen summon these fellas. As you can see here, I've got 3 level 5s. Like, sorry, 3 level 5s here. I mean, I can normal summon these later, but the play I'm going to show you is a bit different. Yep, so from here, you're going to want to, just for card advantage and to make these an effect monster. See, you're not really losing here because you only use 1 effect monster to get them anyway. But yeah. So with this one, you basically can search out any level 4 in your deck besides Rescue Rabbit. This one's probably the best one to use, I'd wager. But I'm not, like, it's completely sort of up to you which one you take. For the sake of this, I'm going to use this one. Because I can go into, this still gives me the option here of, if I wanted to switch up what I did this turn, I could now just go into VFD. But instead, I'm going to link we didn't need to summon this one. I always forget that on the Last Warrior play, we don't need to summon that one. So, what we can do here is link these 3 off to extra, to grave, and to grave. Link these 3 off for Boral Guard. Now, I'm fairly certain I'm the only deck that plays this. Then you're going to want to normal summon Cyberstein. And then get rid of this. Or Colossus. And then pay your 5k. Summon out Last Warrior. Last Warrior will destroy this. And then Colossus will protect itself. And then Beauregard cannot be destroyed by card effects. So you've got that play there. And basically, you end your turn. You draw for the next turn. Doesn't really matter what you draw. You just start setting, essentially. And you go into like attack mode and stuff. Fun thing with this, basically you can, you set, you can change something on their side of the field to face up defense position, so you can see what it is, like, be it like a Marju or something, and that gets a bit scary. So you want to flip face up first, understand what it is, and then, you know, choose what you're going to attack into it with, because you really want to protect this. But on your turn, you can just flip something of yours, and then you yourself do it. It's a way to summon under Last Warrior. So basically, it just slows the game down completely. You just keep going until you get enough. Set, flip, like, to attack. You just keep going. Of course, you can't do the attack thing until a turn later, but yeah. We'll just have a look at one more hand. Yeah, so once again, this does the exact same thing. You just touch on this, and then once on this, and you can see it. Like, I would just like, basically, the next keeps going. Like, we can do this with on hands, it will just keep going. perfect. You can do this, you can do this. That would make sense. Essentially, you can send this engine in exterior via the longsword or guard, or like Sayuja. You send the others on warrior and have one scale, and then that's it. The deck just works. Once again, you've got electron right there. Like, I don't think I have to explain much more than this. That's a perfect hand. Alrighty, Lachlan from the future, back again to take you through the actual deck list. So, the side cards can be pretty much anything you want, to be honest. Like, this is... the combo's pretty... it's so-and-so. You'd probably find some space for Howling and maybe Savaris. Ash, Roll, something like that. But I'll run you through real quick. So we got the main boy, Cyberstein. Then you've got 2 Ankleos, 3 Brachion, 3 Ceratops, 2 Blazios, 3 Terran, 1 Rex, 3 Stegosaur, an Ankadrill, 3 Rescue Rabbit, 3 Passing Glider, 3 Guitar, 2 Mics, and 3 Jugong. Now, if you'll notice, if you know all these cards, what you'll notice is that this is an even split, 14 low scales, 14 high scales, which is really good because typically the high scales in this deck are better. Like when you look at, because of this card's always going to be in your high scale. So there's almost an argument to run even less high scales. But you're at 6 already just with the Dragong, and you get them out of your deck pretty quickly, and you can still draw one and do full combos, that's fine. Yeah, but Passing Glider, Guitar, Mics, 3 Thunder Dragon, 3 Dragong, 3 Charge, and 1 Upstart Goblin. So 36 monsters and 4 spells. You need to play these in any Thunder Dragon, in any Dinomist variant. You should play these. It just, the fact it's a level 5 just matches up too well. I've had people fight me over the Rescue Rabbit. You really should play it. It's just like, it's kind of like a +3 in a way, where you're plussing 1 as soon as you use it, because it puts 2 on the board. Then you make Electromite with it, and then you summon them back. And then you overlay them, and then add Cyberstein or Infinitrack Ankadrill or any level 4 Dinomist or Guitar. Like, it's never worth not using, in my opinion. But if you're playing like a more pure, sort of slower variant, I could see why you would want to use it. This can be whatever you want, but Upstart just means I get to play 39 cards, which is, you know, more consistent. You need to play the Charge because, like, there's a few cards here that help you out in your in making a combo. So you want Rescue Rabbit, Thunder Dragon, or Charge with... the combo is Charge plus a Ceratops, or Charge plus any level 4 Dinomist. Or Passing Glide. Like, when you look at it, your starting cards are... you've got Ceratops, Rescue Rabbit, Passing Glider, Guitar, Charge. So you've got, like, what's that? 3, 6, 9, 12, 15. Like, you've got plays. Honest to God, like, a brick still ends in Last Warrior. It's just a really bad Last Warrior with no protection. This helps you out so much, but just card advantage of Guitar. So I'll take you to the extra deck now. It's 3 Fusion, 6 XYZ, 6 links. So we'll start with the links. We've got Metaltron, which is incredible in subpar hands, or when you want more monsters that do something. Like summoning a Boral Sword with, you know, Colossus and Exterior, or and CDI, that's really good. But most of the, like, you can only summon a Metaltron with that. Yeah. At least as far as I know. Skulldread, you never really get to use its 4-card effect, but you only really want the 3. Electromite, nothing really needs to be said about that. Except you always send this unless you've got it in your hand. If you've got it in your hand, send probably mics or whatever you need to make Gear Gigan. Always hit a scale, never hit your charge. Boral Sword, Boral Guard, this is just a push for game, like there's no real thing there. Boral Guard's great because it can't be destroyed by Last Warrior's effect. And it lets you summon on the Last Warrior essentially by setting stuff and then flipping it up and then just switching it to attack. It's slow, but it's there. Beat Cups, so this was a land for Linkus, but the thing is with Beat Cup is you can link it up into like Boral monsters, or yeah, Boral monsters. So that's the only reason I've chosen that over Land for Linkus. Its effect does nothing. VFD, which you make with Infinitrack Anchor Drill by just targeting any level 5 machine on the board. Paradise is the best card in the deck. This is essentially Paradise Turbo. You summon Paradise, you never really lose. Like, the whole time, I've lost this effect once and I've used it, I don't know, probably close to 100 times. And I've lost it once and I've drawn like a handful of times. Then we've got Gear Gigan, Gargaga Cowboy. This could be any level 4 you want. Realistically, you could probably chuck a Utopia package in here, like somewhere, maybe over the Beat Cop. If you took maybe Cowboy and Beat Cop out and put in a double or nothing package, that'd be pretty good. Nova, Infinity, that's pretty standard. You probably want to go into this more than that anyway, but if you can make this, basically if you've got 2 level 5s on the board and 2 level 4s, overlay into, most of the time you'll have the 2 level 4s in both of the Electromite zones. Overlay any of those 2 level 4s into Gear Gigan first, and don't use its effect, and then overlay into CDI. Because then you're free from any hand trap for the rest of the turn. Colossus for the Thunder Dragon, you only need 1 because you discard the other one for the effect, and then you discard the other one for the guitar. The Last Warrior from Another Planet, it's pretty great. I prefer to go into Exterior though, which is our last card, as I just feel like it's strictly better, because you can make this and still do other things to turn off plays and stuff, like this plus this plus this. Like, it, not much beats it, to be quite frank. That wraps it up. Let me know if you've got any questions. I've finally done this, so people can go out, play this for themselves, see what they think of it. I really think this deck's got some potential. We'll just fix that up now. Just add in a Utopia package. These two, yeah. And then double. Yeah, I reckon that's the goods. Just don't draw this. I mean, if you draw it, you can just discard it off that and then use these for Paradise. But yeah, anyway, play around with the deck. Let me know what you think. I'd really love to see if you could come up with some other combos. Mainly, I'm looking for a way to protect Electromite from impermanence or effect failure, really. I've tried to play around with even Nyala. Nyala into Azathoth, but you don't really want to. like that'll help against other like monster effects. You could also Saravis. This card, I really need to find a way to get it in here because, but essentially the deck's like a 4. It's kind of like a 3. Like essentially it's a 2-card combo, but there's still requirements for that 3rd card, so it's like 2.5. Like you might need like a low scale or a level 5 for the pendulum summon, but that's it. So you've got, it's difficult to quantify what this deck needs. But yeah, I'd be willing to make a follow-up video if I found anything else. But for now, I think I'm gonna leave it there. So subscribe if you're not already. If this is in the group, head over to the channel and subscribe there because I put a lot of work into this deck. So it'd be great if I could get the support for trying to come up with more of these. Alrighty, cheers.